Hello and welcome to 2K. How do they taste?
Wait, hold on.
The Bulls will be going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, the Bucks had teased it during the playoffs, and finally, it's...
You know, it's pretty cool. The secondary logo, and I know this for a fact, it incorporates the same thing, Ernie. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I did grow up on the mean streets of Milwaukee. Yeah, I did.
That 10 years and under are going to like this new deer, but everyone 10 years over are going to love it.
That's the Bucks. You know,
I thought
fear
it was
the
an
deer.
antelope.
Fear the deer. You know,
it was an antelope.
Yeah.
You know what? You are totally...
Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivities as we get ready to go. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win. An incredible season series, complete domination. They've won
all the way around.
Hey, you can't expect that kind of shooting to happen all the time on a nightly basis.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity.
For fun.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Boss. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to get one. They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's 6 points for Freak.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Oh! Did you see that? Man, oh, man.
Oh, my word. Now, I have seen it all.
Are you sure? Maybe he has even more tricks up his sleeve.
Fellas, if he's got a better dunk than that one, I want to see it.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. That's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Nice doubting for Chicago. They won that game against the Boston Celtics.
And we talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one. We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips, but those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
The pass to Baines. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this. Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. According to him, their focus defensively is going to be on making things difficult inside. Ideally, they'll be in the best shape, he feels, if they force most of the shots against them to come from the perimeter. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris.
And what a tremendous game for Boss. He already has 13 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And now a look at the 2K leaderboard to see which point guards have been playing the best perimeter defense during this month. Freak number 1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
And that one's good. Parker.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. And K.J. McDaniels gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 1:54 left in the first. Here's Boss. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Clock at 2, and he gets it to go. Boss has got 17 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Outside Jennings for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Boss. 17 points in the game. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Boss has got 20 points.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And it's Parker in the corner. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
In the second half of the season, you get an idea of the Bucks and where they stand statistically. Second in opponent points per game. Fourth in opponent field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And going back to their points allowed ranking, they slow the game down, forcing opponents to score in the half court. I mean, if you can score at all, really suffocating you on defense. And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Bucks trail by 18. Parker, a screen on Rose. The drive by Jennings, and the Bucks miss again.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Free ball falls through. Another from Boss. Boss has got 25 points in the game. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dishes it to McDaniels. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Bulls out front, running away with it. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays.
He's making a change here. Chicago leading by 19. Boss in at point guard. Also Lance Stephenson out there. And it's Page in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the Bucks with possession here. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics really lit up the floor. He finished with an incredible amount of points, as he usually does.
Marvel guys at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Now here's Jennings. He's covered closely. Off the pick. Again, Jennings missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And here comes the break. Here's Boss. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Julius Randle's checked in for Chicago. Anderson comes in for Lance Stevenson. Harrell, he's checked in for Milwaukee. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Boss, no good.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Parker, the shot's good. Jennings making the play. Parker's got his second basket of the night.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride. I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Bucks have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's North, the 10-footer. Randle grabs the board.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Here's Boss.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Now here's Jennings, guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Three-pointer. Jennings can't get that one to fall. Here's Boss. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and net. Jam.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Bulls as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Wow, is it really that many points? Yes, it is, as you say. So I'm not really concerned with my points or how I'm getting them. Just start counting points now. The rest of the games are just going to get away from me.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. The strongest part of our game so far has been our transition offense. They were always slow to get back and we made them pay for it. That's something I want to see more of. I did, however, like our on-the-ball defense. We didn't give their ball handlers any breathing room and they didn't handle it well. We came up with some good steals. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Johnson, a wide open look, drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Milwaukee. Here's Boss. Pass to Randall to the wing right side. Here's Boss. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Oh, that's terrific defense there.
Now in this one. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. From deep. The shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Boss, the shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, here's how Chicago ranks league-wide. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And that one's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Jeffries with the rebound.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Julius Randle. And Milwaukee also making a switch. McDaniels checked in. Here's Boss. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Feeds it to Johnson. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality.
He went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
That's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Boss. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Strong the pass to Boss. And KJ McDaniels gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Bucks. Harrell, he's checked in for Looney. Parker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Jennings in for Johnson. Here's Boss. From deep. Rebound by Parker.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Left side, Jennings. The three-pointer, no good.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of it.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
There's the dish to McDaniels. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Plays it up and banks it in. Boss has got 55.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Outside Rose. Boss passes to Rose. Here's Boss. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Jennings dishes to Parker. Here's McDaniels. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Boss. And a miss there on the triple. The Bucks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
To halt the run, that's short off the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Right side Jennings. McDaniels kicks to Jennings. And that one's on target from the wing. Jennings has got his second bucket tonight. Takes a three. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Bulls out front, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here is Anderson. They've got Steven Adams. Also Lance Stevenson out there. Aaron Baines out there with Anderson. And it's Page in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's Stevenson missing. Here's Milwaukee now. Harrell kicks to McDaniels. Here's Warner. It's all in by the Bulls.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And there's the feed to Harrell. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls. Ingles checked in for Chicago. Boss comes in for Lance Stevenson. A different look for Milwaukee. Parker outside, down low, and he goes a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam? And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Inside, North. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Bulls have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. No good on the quick 3.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's North. And again, the Bucks miss. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Got that bucket in no time at all. 65 points for Freak.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Parker. Bulls have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Shot from the wing. Boss, no good.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Down low. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
And in this era of unparalleled parity, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games. But that's exactly how they finished off their season series tonight against the Bucks.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Boss. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And the Bulls making a change here. Baines is checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Jennings is checked in. To the inside, McGarry, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. .29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Boss, and he banks in the layup.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
It's Jennings with the drive. No good with the elbow jumper. Here's Boss.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on it. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.